You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls.
Okay, Smalls, I can only imagine that there are probably a lot of people confused. I hope I'm explaining this in a way that will be that everyone will be able to sew together. I'm doing my best, trying not to make it too wordy, but I'll try to condense it. I'll try to continue to condense it down. Said to her, because I honestly in my soul believed nobody would ever go that low. Nobody would ever use that against a woman who was breathing and pregnant at the same fucking time. Yeah. And I was wrong. And the second thing, oh my God, it's so horrible. The second thing she said is, did she use her name? Please don't let them use her name.
Wait, what?
She was asking, like, if Trish had used her name, the child's name.
Oh, my God.
And said, please don't let them use her name.
Oh, my God.
And I will tell you guys that this girl is in a position that she cannot hear another word. She does not want to be contacted. She does not want to hear another word about this. And I am telling you guys this because I don't want this to happen to somebody else. Her child, her 8-year-old child, died from an accident, a horrendous accident. And it had happened. It had happened when Laura was having her Halloween contest. It had happened around that time the year prior, right? So it has not even been 2 years for her and her family. And she came to YouTube for a distraction. She came to YouTube to help her cope during the silent periods during the day. And she was reaching out to people to try to find people to talk to, and she didn't have the tools to understand how to vet the right people to talk to. And somebody took a great advantage of that. So here's what she wrote to Laura. Oh, excuse me.
Take a minute.
Okay. This is Trish to Laura. Hey, all bullshit aside, I booted Susie out of my Discord because there's so many things not right with her stories. The pregnancy and some other stories she tells she can't keep track of. Do you still have the pics from where she entered in your Halloween contest with all of them different pictures? Her and Blondie's dumbass were just in Republican ashes saying Susie was about to go public about something, and if it's about me, I'm busting the fuck out what she told me about your contest and supposedly what happened to her 2 weeks prior to your contest. If you can send them to me, I would greatly appreciate it.
2 weeks prior to your contest.
Because she has the time wrong. It wasn't 2 weeks prior. It was the year prior.
Gotcha.
That's like, she didn't even care enough about her when this person was sharing her tragedy with her to even get the time right. Do you know what I mean? Like, somebody's at the most vulnerable
that's a big deal. 2 weeks, 2 years, I mean a year.
I mean, yeah, like 2 weeks or a year. You know what I mean? Like, of course this didn't happen 2 weeks prior to the contest. Of course it didn't. That's ridiculous. Okay. And Republican ashes basically saying that Blondebae is going to panel up about something she's been holding back on. She told 8 to 10 of us in a Discord VC, and I'm condensing this down a little bit, that her daughter died in October, but she entered your Halloween contest. What the fuck? Plus, she wasn't all Carla's super chats for baby stuff. I don't believe she's pregnant or had a child that died. Let me tell you what the last few days the conversation has been. This woman is so deathly terrified that Trisha is going to find her and dox her and post something when she finds out that it is true about her child.
Wait, who is?
When Trisha figures out that it did fucking happen, like, she is fucking terrified. She left YouTube today because she's fucking terrified.
But did she say she was going to dox her, or was she afraid of that?
Because of everything Trisha does to everybody else.
No one
right? Because, here's the problem,
that
you guys. We allow these people to get away with the small things. They get away with the small things, so by the time we get to the big things, they feel empowered to do it.
I know.
We have allowed ourselves to support people with no moral character because they're fucking funny. Because funny, because they're charismatic. Because they're a distraction. And we don't consider ourselves that we could be the fucking next person to be in that position.
The truth said, just real quick, no, Anita, it's not true. No one left Laura over Carla. To think that we would leave Laura over Carla is ridiculous. I warned you all about Trisha and Carla. I'm sorry for Susie. Okay, but the truth, the whole part about y'all leaving over Carla didn't come from Carla and Trisha, even though I'm not defending Carla and Trisha. I left to myself, nothing to do with, well, that's what came from Laura's end. Am I correct? Because now we have Tawanda's in here. They're asking, I guess, about the emails, regarding no more Patreons left than that, and not because they couldn't bash on Carla. They have their story. I know. That's what I figured that you guys do. I'm not taking this as like her word. I know better than that. I think we all do, right?
Yeah. No. Like, please let me be clear. To be honest,
we
with you
don't
guys,
think that's why people left it all. Honestly,
no.
I don't, anyways.
I hadn't, and honestly, Tawanda, like, I was trying to reach out to you for that reason, just because I don't really know like that much about Patreon and like what's you know what I mean, and so I just wanted to pass it on to somebody that had some sort of knowledge, because I wasn't making any judgments. To me, I couldn't even focus on it.